Welcome back to some professional StarCraft 2. I have no idea what we're looking at today. Okay, that was a bit of clickbait to start you off, but truly, I was recommended this game. It's not a short game here on Waterfall. These two players well known for their patience, but I don't know what causes the game to go to such lengths. I have my suspicions, but with these two, anything's possible. Let's introduce, in the top right, the People's Terran from Dragon Phoenix Gaming. It is Cure. GSL champion, always underestimated, never imitated, and criminally underrated. Cure is a mainstay of Korean StarCraft 2, but if anyone's gonna dislodge him and knock him off what little pedestal he's built for himself, it is the Jarl of Zerg, the final boss. It's Dark. Former world champion, constant contender, and one of the most, I would imagine, annoying players to fight against. He simply he doesn't let you play your game. He gets in your head and in your base, maybe not in that order, maybe simultaneously, but his style is to throw off your, his style. This game is going to be roaches, at least to kick things off. A roach warren. You got that spawning pool to gas behind. Cure. Did he SCV scout? No SCV scout, so he's not going to know it's a pull first. He's going to send the Reaper across the map. How many Zerglings? Just two. Just two to kick things off. And that, well, we'll see if he tries to drag the Reaper back with him. He delays the command center. It's unclear whether Dark's going to be going for a big roach all-in. We're on Waterfall, as I was mentioning. More known for quick timing attacks, like this one, for example, than it is for drawn out. There's only so many bases to take. The Reaper sees the hatchery timing, sees the fact that it is not done yet, which already gives away some of the information. The two Zerglings, of course, give away most of the rest. The one thing missing here is the Roach one. It doesn't know the roaches are on the way. It's just two Zerglings. And with just two Zerglings, Cure can send that Reaper back towards the other side. And he's got his suspicion. Oh, okay. Well, yep. No, Rook here. Oh, he's on top of it. He's watching. And it is going to be a roach pressure. The question will be, how far does Dark commit? Cure, bunker on the way. Reaper buying whatever time it can. Yep. Oh, nice grenade. Solid 2 seconds there. Adds up. And this means Dark should not expect to kill Cure in this scenario. He's got the single... I love the single Ravager. He's just like, well, you never know. Okay. There's always a chance. Dark just makes do with so much less than your average player. Whatever tools, well, he chose these tools, so he can't really complain, but whatever tools he ends up with, he finds a way to make. So Dark now building drones behind. He's got a Zergling speed on the way. Third hatchery? He's not nearly where the minerals... Okay. He's got speed. Speed is more of a defensive option. It's just a general all-around. Roaches are not the most incredible units as time goes on, and it is more for those timings, whether early or later. Alright, the Cyclone chiseling away at the roaches, the Overlord. Oh no. And Dark just slams out some drones, and then he throws 16 Zerglings into the production tab. Now, awkwardly is supply blocked, hard supply blocked. He's 60 over 52 right now. That's going to be troublesome. And maybe the only saving grace here so far, the Roach Ravager on the high ground. The Zerglings, not even done with speed yet, but Cure is not moving out of his base, so he's not going to see it. Metabolic boost should be completed by the time the Zerglings are here. That depot ain't happening. Cyclone locks on. Great grenade! Oh, SCV eats the corrosive bow, but nothing, no other units. The Zerglings show up. Cure realizes, oh god, Dark. I can't believe. Why are you like this? You just don't get to play your game against Dark. And here's the thing. This doesn't even, like, this did not go great. This, while he got a few SCV kills and he slowed down the command center, there's a Banshee out. There's enough units to be a real threat. There's not that many drones for Dark. The creep spread is minimal. He has like 2 creep tumors. He just started the lair. No upgrades. Has to build spores. I guess no 3rd command center for Cure. Just adding it on now. But, If I'm Dark, well, he knows Cure better than most. Okay? Cure, he doesn't really get tilted, but he can definitely get thrown off his game. And he doesn't have that killer instinct, though. I'm right here. Cure is a GSL champion. Okay? I think Dark has 1 or 2 under his belt, but... yeah, Banshee comes in, ransacking the main. The Zerglings run away because there's nothing they can do here. Oh no, that spore moved, and... Brenda! Oh. 2nd cloak Banshee coming in. Barely doesn't kill the first. 2 is a single volley to kill drones and banelings, importantly. But Dark has the spore. He's building 5 OVs at a time. Just can't really do anything else at the moment. He's got lair done. Just now slapping on the baneling nest. A bit of an afterthought. They're going to be kind of important. I think he's limited to just roaches with speed with lair, unless he wants to go for like a spire or something. Well, Cure, on the other hand, is stabilized at 48 workers. Solid 2-base saturation, going on 3. He's got 3 barracks, 4 and 5 in the production tab in the main base. Landing is 3rd. Dark has... he's not... like, he's made a gesture towards creep spread, but this is essentially nothing. It's a single scan of creep. Cure just sitting back and building up. I mean, you don't want to risk a critical mass of Marines up until you have the triple threat, the +1, the stim combat shield. But, yeah, well. So despite the shenanigans early on here, it appears we're going into the macro game. Yes, I may have spoiled it a little bit earlier. But honestly, that was some of the most even exchange you could have in that early game battle. Dark is just throwing roaches on. He doesn't even have roach speed. There's a reason there's a speed upgrade for essentially every unit. Okay, banelings, roaches, zerglings, hydras, lurkers, ultras, overlords. I'm definitely missing a few as well. And then creep is essentially queen speed, because they can't fly, so... Banelings, not banelings, banshees. Wow, surprising amount of letters shared between banelings and banshees. And don't worry, I'm good at the words. I've got great words. If you want to know more about letters, go somewhere else. I don't have a follow-up to that, really. I'm just hoping that Dark's massive double-pronged attack is going to take everyone's minds off how badly I failed to land that. Kind of like how badly Cure has failed to prepare for this attack. Even without 1-1, Dark encompasses and eclipses that entire army. Just chews it up and spits it out. The only thing left, Banshees and whatever Cure was able to load into the medevacs. That was rough. Infestation pit on the way, Burrow. Creep spread getting shut down, but Dark now at 76 drones. He's got 4 bases. Can start that 2-2 momentarily alongside the hive. It is Dark. Usually when I do this, I know, but since it's Dark, who knows? He may remember upgrades, he may not, and it may not matter by the end. Here is grinding out a bit of an upgrade lead. Dark did not try to pounce on the 3rd. Not feeling confident enough. There's the 2-2 started. Marines headed off to the left flank. The 5th base, somewhat vulnerable. Macro hatch in the main. Dark up to 160 supply. Hive not kicked off yet. Burrow nearly completed. It's just a bunch of Marines with a couple Banshees to back it up. Queen's getting targeted down. Dark neglecting the knitting crew. Is there the target fire here from Cure? He understands his limits. He picks up. He gets out. That would have been a bit optimistic to target fire down at least half a dozen Banes on creep. He thought about it for a second, it looked like, but... 2-2 is finishing up, and Cure is winding up for a big attack. And this is the best time he's going to have until we get maxed out. That 2-2 upgraded. Okay, alright, he's trying. It's just not coming together for Cure. On the other side, the Baneling's trying to close in. The wraparound target fire is good. And then the corrosive vials almost knocked the Medivacs out of the sky. Does he have roach speed? No roach speed still. He has Ravagers, is what he has. You know what? Not a bad compromise, as the Ravagers don't benefit from roach speed. And they are a little quicker themselves. And of course, it looks like Cure may actually eat some of those corrosive vials. Hive on the way alongside the Spire. And the Spire... this says Broodlords. That Spire timing. Alongside... it takes exactly the same amount of time, by the way. Fun fact. For the Hive and the Spire to finish. Which means he could start a Greater Spire immediately. It's been a while since I've seen a Broodlord. It's not really a rush. But he is not taking his time. Yeah, the Hive's done. 2-2's finishing. Nearly maxed. And, we'll have to wait and see as he's dealing with the pressure from Cure at the moment. Cure keeping the creep back. Great target fire on the Banelings with the tanks on the high ground. There is still no choice. Like, Viper's on the way. Still no commitment on that Greater Spire. Getting 3-3 started. Cure pressing the issue. I mean, the hatchery down here is nearly in range of the siege tank that is just outside Cure's third. So, very quickly, just 12 minutes in and we're getting up close and personal. There's only so many bases left to take, and they're all closer to each other. Cure on that left flank. Ghost Academy. And the Greater Spire. Dark, also the creator of the Broodlord cannibal trick. The Cannibal Lords, where you activate your Broodlords on like a changeling or something. And then you continue to just spawn Broodlings by attacking your own Broodlings. Which is some next level cannibalism. You ever notice how Broodlings are just little Broodlords who never grow up? Like the Corruptors you gotta turn Corruptors into Broodlords. Broodlings never turn into Broodlords. Which, there's something of the many screwed up things in this game. That's one of the ones that when you think about it is one of the worst. They never grow up. They're always just thrown down for, oh my god. Well, it's not like the life expectancy of a Marine in Cure's army is particularly high either. Dark went straight up the gut. He rolled through with as many Banelings as he could bring to bear. He did it moments before 3-3 kicked in for Cure. And while Cure ate a few Banelings directly to the face, this is weird. Overall, that was a costly endeavor for Dark. He's lost 4,000 more minerals, now nearly 1,000 more gas. But he's kind of just sprinting into Infestor Brood. Well, there goes the Banshee. The Queen's finally get it. Infestor, what year is it, Dark? I guess against someone who's very heavy on the tanks. There's no ghosts yet that Dark knows of. He knows he's on the clock. Eventually, the ghosts are the option. I mean, at some point, an army of just ghosts is maybe a few medevacs is not necessarily a bad thing. Of course, we're a long way off that. Another wave. It's about 100 Zerglings on the field. The Brood Lords are morphing. A single Ravager, a ghost, shows up. It is revealed. Brood Lords 8 now. He's maxed out. He can't build anymore unless he wants to do some fancy oversupply tricks here. which I wouldn't put it past them. You see? They're little broodlords. Or are they part of the broodlord? It's just like if it was like your hand, but your hand would grow back very quickly. So like you just threw your hand at them, I don't know, with your other hand. Giving a whole new meaning to give them a hand. Anyways, late game. We haven't spent... Oh my god, that's a planetary. A campaign-level defense from Cure. We got tanks, we got a planetary. And just like that last horrible level of the campaign, broodlords are gonna start cracking into it. And right now, as long as there are no Niduses, it shouldn't be too horrible. A fusion core is on the way. Almost certainly, though, for... Oh, beautiful fungal is caught between the planetary, but the sheer amount of medevacs is keeping those units intact. The broodlords see so many banelings, and the planetary isn't going to be remotely enough, picks up the ghost, evacuates the base. The broodlords are crashing through. Parasitic bomb onto the liberators. There's still some corrosive bios, by the way. And Dark, in surprisingly hasty manner, has removed this whole thing. His anti-air is Ravagers and Parasitic Bomb. His anti-ground is, of course, everything else. Thor is here. What? Thor? Snipes coming out. Usually the way these things go is the Zerg player wins the start of the fight as hard as they possibly can. Oh my god, he's making 80 banelings at a time. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, sure. Dark, well, and they're rolling. The tanks are sieged. It's almost impossible to miss. Medevacs aren't gonna matter much when the banelings start rolling in. The spread is good. There's not that much to hit over here. Viper's staring down the Liberators. Broodlords doing whatever they can. The Queen's getting in on the action. There's still some banelings, making 50 more Zerglings. Cure is getting pushed all the way back to his natural. And he's down to 134 supply. The command center died. There's more to replace it, but Dark, with 10 infestors in production and as many banelings as he can put on the field, he just crashes through what was once called the third, into the natural, unburrows the Zerglings, though, and then uses the Selecta Army Hotkey, I think, so not ideal. Oh, Dark. Here, though, with 120 army supply, he's getting Hell Chads. Those are +3 attack Hellbats with Blue Flame. Those one-shot Broodlings, and they just spontaneously combust any light Zerg unit nearby. Banelings, not light units. Just FYI. But they immediately kill any Zergling or Broodling who gets close. Though they will still suffer plenty of damage from the Broodling attack. The Broodlord throwing those hands down. We're back to that, yes. Oh my, that is a hefty army right there. That is a chunky Terran army. We got Thors, we got some Ghosts. Kira's never one to really mass up the Ghosts. He usually single digits, but he's not sitting there with 17 Ghosts like Beyond. 5 or 6, it always feels like it's not quite enough, but he prefers something a bit more real. And in that case, we're looking at Thor Hellbat right now. Some good old mech Terran. Of course, supported by Biofungal off the mark. Advanced Ballistics Liberators, the tank sieging. A bio-curious build indeed. The Flex Terran. Does he have Neural Parasite? It's in production. It's not there yet. Beautiful Blinding Cloud. EMP doesn't really hit anything. More Blinding Clouds. The Ground Army. Medevac showing up to help out. Broodlords looking for an opportunity to give him a slap across the face with those Broodlings. It's Kira's turn to push back. What a seesaw tug-of-war style game we have here. There's not too much space in between the bases, so each player just puts together the attack and goes. Okay, that's more SCVs down. The Planetary gonna rack up a few kills, but 160 army supply right now for Kira. Oh no, the Vipers! Oh, those are kind of important. And he already softened up the base. Kira gonna say thank you very much. Kamsahamnida, Dark, as he just snaps it up. Well, both players. Honestly, Dark has too many workers. Kira helping him out with that. Are those are just regular. Those aren't changelings. Those are just Marines. I don't know. Okay. Did he notice the burrow? And doesn't matter. Both players actually supply blocked right now, kind of awkwardly, as they've lost hatcheries, overlords, supply depots, command centers. Neither player able to actually max out, despite having such a huge army. Dark at 69 workers. Of course, like 20 of them are burrowed in the corner here, so I don't think there are any more upgrades for the engineering base. I mean, you still need the engineering base in order to build turrets or sensor towers, but he's actually researched everything. What are we doing? What is this? Like, there's not that... Oh my god! Oh, Cure. Like, this is like an arcade map of splits. It's literally just banelings. This is one of those things that if it was in a micro tournament or something, people would say it's unrealistic. Nobody builds just banelings. Well, when you turn to the dark side, the times of plenty have ended. Neither player with particularly much income. We're down to the hundreds as opposed to the multiple thousands. Cure is going to land another base. What a game. The Fusion Core is over here. Fusion Core already researched advanced ballistics. Did he get rapid reignition thrusters? No. Medevac speed is one of the most Medevac speed is the Cure of upgrades. Okay, underrated, but relatively cheap. Okay. And also incredibly effective. What do I mean? Well, Cure runs out these online tournaments like it's his job, which it is, but so that makes sense. Smart servos. Wow, actually that's quite late. That's one of those upgrades, kind of like any of the speed upgrades for... Okay. We sliced the map in half, and now we're going to slice it in half again. We're quartering the map, except they kind of just rotated from a horizontal to a vertical slice, which it's kind of mind-blowing. Looks like we're going to go back to both of our sides of the river here. And now Kira's going to try to cross that river. He's going to get caught on the swamp bridge, though. Oh, and he does the thing! He's attacking his own broodlings in order to make more broodlings. The cannibalism here from the broodlords. High rapid reignition thrusters! Everybody getting everything. We haven't seen a neural parasite yet. I'm sure we'll see one by the end. However it ends. Cure with a siege. Dark, ready to stop him in his tracks. He's got a single Viper, I believe. Two Vipers. There's the second Viper. Oh, there it is. Rapid reignition thrusters, 20 infestors. The advanced ballistics gonna help deny this location. The advanced ballistics zones out on the ground about as much as the Broodlord does in the air. Maybe even a little more. Single burrowed infestor. Dark, trying to keep creep on his half the map. I love how we've sliced it two ways. This is amazing. Oh, the overlapping Venn diagrams of liberation. On the other side, though, Fungal, where's the parasitic bombs? Fungal's broodlings! Banelings! So many lings! More lings than your body can handle! Especially if you're a Terran, as the entire Terran army gets wiped out. Oh, And the infestor pops out. The few more. It's just infestors. But we found the only army just infestors can kill. Medevac Liberator and Dark clears the field. But now what does Dark do? Does he push for victory? And what does victory look like? Okay, technically in a game of StarCraft, victory is when you eliminate all your opponent's buildings. But Dark right now seems content with just denying mining locations. Well, some mined out extractors, literally no better use than consume. And if he's facing elimination, having any buildings left, of course. You cannot build an extractor on a mined out geyser. Fun fact. So. Zergling run-by is becoming relevant again. Very temporarily. Dark didn't want to press into what was sure to be more Ghost Liberators of Planetary. Not with an army that you don't want to give the Terran an opportunity to fight a war of attrition. Dark is spell casting is infuriating. His patience is luxurious. And his micro is precise. I was trying to come up with something. You can tell his priorities as well. Like, he doesn't overextend. He's sitting in with 20 infestors down by the river. Meanwhile, Cure, at this point, well, he's mined out. Okay, this base is the fusion core. He's building SCVs again. It is 27 minutes into the match, and he's building SCVs again. Which, well, he's abandoning this base. He's accepted that half the river is not going to be his. Thing is, Dark, well, and minerals mined. Dark has mined 10k more, as well as 3k more gas. There goes the fusion core. If we ever thought we were going to see battle cruisers, we can probably put that notion out now. I don't think battle cruisers were ever going to be the call, unfortunately. Dark will secure the northern location here. His base has no resources left, so I'm gonna clean it up. I can't believe. Oh, what a game. I can believe. All right, you know what? I just have a hard time believing it. It's something. It isn't outside of the realm of belief, but it maybe had to wait in a queue for a while to get onto it. So. More Zerglings, as both players slowly fill in the blanks. Dark is building spines. Oh my god. Now, the way things have been going makes me favor Dark. As the spores cross the river, the expeditionary spores. But,
Ghost reporting.
That's a good point. Ghosts. A good set of EMPs, one slip from Dark. And if those... Wait, is there enhanced shockwaves? That's actually quite a big oversight. The EMP range upgrade. Oh my god, Dark. He activates... Oh, I thought he just attacked his own infestor. He's using the queens. Oh my god, he just killed the... Oh my god. Dark is... I don't know if that was a misclick or an example, but he used his queen to spawn the broodlings, and now he's trying to chew his way through. He's losing some of the broods. A surprisingly unconclusive fight. Inconclusive? Lacking conclusion. As almost nobody actually lost units between transfuse and medevans. EMP over the top snipes. Dark begrudgingly building more than like 4 ghosts. Or Cure, rather. He's up to 10, which is on the very upper end for him. A few Liberators are yanked in. EMP. There's a Liberator shooting over the river. Oh my god. What? Okay. There's an infester. There's multiple infestors. Whips out a couple fungals. They don't stack, but they can cover more area. A nuke. Because, of course, what haven't we seen yet? Well, Ultras. But Ultras trying to cross these bridges. Well, here we are. Some of the most expensive armies you can ever build in the entire game. Dark at over 8,000 gas in this army. 16 infestors will do that. A nuke could potentially dislodge this location. As long as he's able to keep the ghost alive. I mean, the nuke is less for actually landing. And more for... Yep, there it is. Launched. Dark backs off. We got the thumbnail photo out of the way. Don't worry, guys. Like and subscribe. Multitasking. Like neither of these players are doing right now. The new, like, what is the end goal, though? At this point, we actually have to ask, why attack? Not how, but why. Because there's only so many resources left. Is it in either, like, does Pure think he can win? Because moving this forward, if he wants to get into a more advantageous position. One more try, one more try. Thought that one was pretty good. Pretty good. Here, give me another one. So Dark, of course, has the option of neuroparasiting an SCV and switching to Terran. Though that could take a bit. I don't think Kira would take kindly to that. How much gas? 1,000, 1,000. 2K more gas. How many? Any over here? 34. This is a full, this is a half full gas geyser. 1,000 gas is worth losing 10,000 for at this stage of the game. Kira's almost out. Of course, neither player can know exactly how many resources the other has. But you kind of can get a gauge, a feel for when you start trading out units, what they start replacing it with. So that's not always super reliable. Wait. Oh. Okay, okay. Yeah, we got the trying out the camera in the corner. Let me know what you think. I think it's a little less intrusive, except for when we see Cure queuing up all of his upgrades on the Ghost Academy. Instead of just building one more Ghost Academy. It's like, oh yeah, you know, Ghost Cloak or EMP Shockwaves? Yeah, well, maybe we should try those. 160-something army supply. Beautiful Fung actually hits all the ghosts. Parasitic Bomb. Wombo combo. Fungal into Parabomb. And those Liberators need to get out. They need to get out now. The Parasitic Bomb's doing terrible, terrible damage. They don't kill Liberators in one hit, but the combination Fungal Parasitic Bomb is almost enough to kill the Libs. One more Fungal and half a dozen will be knocked out. Let's scan the ghosts. The Brood Lord's EMP misses the Fungal. Needs something to trigger those Broodlings, I think. How many Broodlords is that? 18. Rookie numbers. He's adding 5 more, don't worry. 23. A bit better. The Changelings. A nuke! And this time, Dark gonna back off. But only barely. Is that even gonna hit the Infestor? Nukes have a surprisingly small radius. Yeah, not quite. Dark knows exactly. Grazes some Spore Crawlers. We got 200 gas up here, 200 minerals. We're nearly mined out. Enhanced shockwaves on the way. Oh. What a beautiful, epic, and exhausting game. Thank you for the recommendation. Oh my god, the Sporist. The SPM, 28 spores and more in production. Triggering on, I don't know if that was a changeling, but now he's triggering them on the broodlings themselves. That is just... Neither player willing to commit. The changeling trigger into the cannibalism. And Dark just waves a tower defense here. The Liberators, there's not that many Liberators. At least not see. Oh my god. Oh, the siege tank's in a dangerous location. Dark just continuing. I don't know if anyone is losing anything. I think he's just triggering them on creep tumors here. Well, he's sending some of the broodlings back to trigger the next wave. This is like the high APM version of the old Swarm host. Oh my god. I don't know if anything is a nuke from the northern bridge. The center bridge, actually. Most of this has been fought over bot lane, but mid lane right now, the drones, more broodlings, might actually get the tank. Nope, not quite. Here it continues. Another nuke. I mean, okay. Let's take stock. Cure has a little more minerals and about 1,500 less gas. But he still has 1,000 gas, a little bit under 1,000 gas to mine. Oh wait, there's a little bit more over there. Whereas Dark is completely and utterly mined out. There's... Oh wait, is that gone? Yeah, that's gone. Well... I can't tell if I'm not selecting that correctly. Let me see. No, I think there's 1,000 in that one. I can't quite see it yet. There's nobody in vision. The broodling waves continue. We're up to 26. Where the ghost... Wait, he's nuking! Ah, there's still a base mining. I don't think Dark will notice it. He may actually land one. Oh, he noticed. Almost perfect timing. Dark is down to 5 drones. He's got less than he started with. By a lot. He's actually down to 2 drones. Well, a huge wave of broodlings pops out, but some of the snipes land. Fungal to interrupt the snipes. The overlap, the Liberators here to help with essentially everything. No friendly fire there. Okay. Well, we're mined out. Another nuke. There's about 600-700 gas left to mine, but otherwise a handful of mineral patches. Dark has 5 drones, so there's a fungal. Oh, you gotta be real okay. And now we're at the stage of the game where we start to count minerals, and we start to see if, but on paper, Dark should never lose a unit. As long as he micros absolutely and utterly perfectly and never makes a single mistake with 4 different spellcasters he's juggling. Always love to see moving spores be consumed. 27 broods. Oh, he found the gas. Wait, remaining. Oh, there is none remaining. He's long distance mining. My god. This is... It took 12 years to figure out that you could just make broodlings out of broodlings. I think it was something that was attempted once or twice before, but Dark makes it look like an actual thing. Oh my god, he's just sending waves upon waves of broodlings to their death. Dark has ended up mining about 5,000 more minerals and about 5,000 more gas, which makes it concerning that we're about even going into the end game. Cure is... he's barely got money for repair. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. There's 1,000 here. There's 1,000 gas! There's 22 in there, but he's long distance mining that gas. That 1,000 gas might make the difference. Apparently, this is the army to stop unlimited broodlords. 16 hell chads, 14... Oh, wait! Some snipes, but also fungal. Fungal! Not fun for the ghost. One Thor goes down. More ghosts in production as Cure admits that they might be necessary. That's a lot of broodlings staying out of range. The transfusers! Oh my god. He's so good with those broods. It's a disgusting art. It's like... a lot of things came to my mind, and I'm ashamed of some of them. So we're just gonna move on. Well, we're sitting at 29 broodlords. Cure has 91 gas. He's still very technically mining. He's out of gas otherwise. Tanks are dying. I'm not even sure the tanks have been held. I'm pretty sure the tanks have been a liability. I think, like, Cure is losing. He has to give... Dark, after, like, 15 minutes, has claimed the bridge and the bot lane. And now, the scans across the board. He's mule long-distance mining. How does this end? Like, what is the win condition? Oh my god, is there a corruptor? Okay, there are 6 corruptors. Because we are barreling towards a position where it is legitimately possible that it's a draw. Oh my god. He's dropping mules to try to tank damage, but it's already too late. Cure just barreling into this. Whatever Dark still had banelings, which I think completely caught Cure by surprise. He's held on to those banelings for most of the game. The patience! He waited 15 minutes! He waited 50... Dark's done it again! He's done... It's a total disaster. The command centers, that can't be intentional. Dark has sat and waited and waited. He's waited for Cure to make a mistake. And now he has. Oh my god, 4 workers apiece. No, he lost too many ghosts. The waves of broodlings coming to nibble on all of the ghosts. There's no money to repair. There's still 30 broods. Oh my god, the Lord of the Broods. Sweet, like, he's just showing off, man. He's got like 40, 50, 60 broodlings on the field at a time. They don't even show up in the units tab. I didn't realize that. Do they show up in units lost? Nope. The only thing they show up is like the kill counter on units. EMPs. The fungal. More fungals. EMPs on the ramp, but still enough fungals come off with Blinding Cloud. Wombo combo. That ain't Falco. It's Dark. And the broodling just wash over the units. And Dark, he waits out the entire map with a decisive victory. What? I don't know. Well, come to the dark side. We have broodlords. Okay, well, what do you think? That was certainly a game. Certainly. That was something. This video, on the other hand, is something different. So, hopefully you enjoy both. Like, subscribe. I will make your day a little bit better. Thank you for watching. Good luck, have fun. Stay chill.